All right, lesson 6.6, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing gears here. We've been graphing inequalities, solving absolute value problems, and now we're just going to learn about your mean, your median, and your mode. This is when we are dealing with data, okay? The mean, all right, if you guys want to go ahead and write this down, make sure you write this down. The mean is the average of all the numbers. So basically, what you do, means just another word for average. You take all the numbers you've been given, however many, if you've been given 5, 10, 15, 20, however many, you add all those numbers together, and then you divide by how many numbers you have. Now, a lot of you like to do this for your tests. Say, okay, if I've taken 4 tests, and my tests were 80, a 95, a 76, and let's say 100, okay? I can add all 4 of these numbers together, and then I'm going to divide by 4 because I have 4 tests. And that would give me the average score that I made on all 4 tests. Now, your median is a little bit different. Your median, think about it this way. Your median is the place in the road that's in the very middle, right? It's normally like either a section or a line that separates the 2 lanes. So a median, okay, of all your numbers is what you do. You have to order the numbers from least to greatest. If you don't hear anything else, hear that. You have to order the numbers from least to greatest or it doesn't work. So like if I were to have those numbers, let's say 85, 76, 100, and 95, I would have to order these from least to greatest, which would be 100, 95, 86, then, 85, then 76, and I would count to the middle, all right? And sometimes I can have 2 numbers in the middle, sometimes I just have 1. If I'm ever left with 2 numbers in the middle, I add the 2 together and divide by 2. So I would get 180 here, divide by 2, and I would get 90 is my my median. So that would be the number that's in the middle, listed from least to greatest. And then the mode is just the number that is listed the most, okay? There can be more than one mode. So let's say I made a 95 twice on the test. My mode would be 95 because that's the only number that's listed twice. But let's also say I throw another test in there and I made another 76. Well, now I have 2 95s and 2 76s. So I've got 2 modes because they're both listed twice. Okay? So let's put that into practice. Find the mean, the median, and the mode. Before we do anything, let's list all these numbers from least to greatest. So that's done because I know in order to find the median, they're going to have to be listed in least to greatest. So let's do that. So I like to scan my numbers. 10 is my smallest number, and I like to cross it out once I'm done with it. And I look, my next smallest number is 40. I've got another 40 in there, and another. Then I've got a 42. Then I've got a 45. Then a 46, then 50, and 50 again, 52, and lastly 56. Okay, let's add all these numbers up and divide by how many I have. So you're definitely going to want to use your calculator for this. So plug it in, 10 plus 40 plus 40 plus 40. Plus 42, plus 45, plus 46, plus 50, plus 50, plus 52, plus 56 equals, you should get 471. Now I need to take that number and divide it by how many I have. So let's count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 numbers. So I take 471 and I divide it by 11. Anytime you get a mean or an average, okay, most likely you are going to have a decimal answer, and that is okay. Leave it as a decimal. Do not round to the nearest hundredth. I'm sorry, do not round to the nearest whole number. I want you to round to the nearest hundredth. So in your calculator, you should have gotten 42.81881, and it would just keep going. So I look at my hundredths place, the number behind it is an 8, so I round it up to 42.82. Okay, that's my mean. Now I need to find my median. Since I've already ordered the numbers from least to greatest, this becomes really easy. You start at the outside and you just work your way to the middle. I like to cross off my numbers so that I know exactly what's going to be in the middle. Look at that, a nice number that's right there by himself. So my median is 45. And now my mode. My mode is my number that's listed the most. So let's go back. What number is listed the most? 40 is listed 3 times. 50 is listed twice, so 40 still beats it out. And so I know that my mode has to be 40. Okay, does everybody see how to do mean, median, and mode? All right, so let's order this next set of numbers from least to greatest. First of all, I have a 3. Then I've got a 6. Then I've got an 11, 12. I've got a 15, 17, 19, and I've got a 31, 35, 41, and 46. Okay, so let's add all these numbers up and divide by how many I have. So I do, get out your calculators, 3 plus 6 plus 11 plus 12 plus 15 plus 15 plus 17 plus 19 plus 31 plus 35 plus 41 plus 46. And I get 251. Is this my answer? Nope, I've got to divide by how many numbers I have, so I count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I divide that number by 12. Again, you're going to want to round to the nearest hundredth, which is going to be 20.92. So this is my mean here. All right, let's do our median. Since we've already ordered them from least to greatest, I just count in. Okay, now what happens when I get 2 numbers in the middle? Remember, you add them together. So I would do 15 plus 17, and then I'm going to divide it by 2. So 15 plus 17 is 32 divided by 2, so my median is 16. Okay, now let's look for my mode. What's the number that's listed the most? Well, I have 2 15s here. Any other number that's listed twice? Nope, so my mode has to be 15. Now, if you ever had to have a set of data that every single number is listed once, there's no number that's listed more than once, then you would have no mode there because there's no number that's listed more than any other, so your mode would be none. Okay? So that's how you would find mean, median, and mode.